And I took this line and I decided to repeat it as the chorus because I felt like that's what represented me, him. Like that's what connected me to Abdu'l-Baha. And that line is, be souls humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be innocent in heart. And I feel like he was such an embodiment of that. We, as Baha'is, we hear so many stories about his humility and his gentleness and how he really cared for everyone and really was there to help people in need. And we also called him, Baha'is called him, very lovingly called him the master. And he was from the Middle East, and he came once about in the 1910s to the United States, and he made such a big splash that some people didn't know what else to call him but the second coming of Christ. And he was also knighted by the Queen of England. And so he has all these amazing things behind him, and he was always the guest of honor and everything. Yet he never, ever called himself the master. He called himself Abdu'l-Baha, which translated in English, it means servant of Baha'u'llah. And there's a prayer that he wrote that we can also say in our personal prayer, and he says, make me as dust in the pathway of thy loved ones. And when he came and he was the guest of honor, he would always stand up and serve people. And he would get so happy if he got, no matter how small the gift was, as long as there was the spirit of sacrifice and of true giving in it, he was so exhausted, like he was so happy. Like we heard a story of someone giving him just like a piece of fruit and like a piece of bread that by the time it got to him, it was kind of, soft and mushy. But he was so happy that he even broke pieces of the bread and shared it with everyone. And what made him so happy is the fact that it was given with such a spirit of service. So he's such an inspiration, and I try to do my little tiny part to be, or at least try to be like him. I think as most Baha'is do, or anyone who's ever heard about him. Be stars that dawn humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be innocent at heart. Severed from the world, clinging to the handhold that is sure and strong, spreading abroad the spirit of life, writing the art of salvation. Be souls humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be souls humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be souls humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be innocent in heart. Be innocent in heart. Be innocent in heart. Of generosity, dawning points of the mysteries of existence. Be souls humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be souls humble and lowly in the presence of the friends. Be souls humble